but I just see the plane is getting lower and lower and lower. It nipped the house. When it nipped the house, it hit a couple cars. Boom! And to the plaza, and to the Dunkin' Donuts, everywhere. I never seen nothing like that a day in my life. I have never seen nothing like that. You got dead bodies over there, cars burnt up.
Days after a deadly plane crash near Washington, D.C., another shocking crash right here in Pennsylvania. Tonight, a small medical plane smashed into the ground at about 125 miles per hour, exploding near a busy intersection with a popular shopping mall. The AP now reporting the crash happened 30 seconds after taking off. The company that operates the plane, Jet Rescue Air Ambulance, says 6 people were on board, including 2 doctors, 2 pilots, a pediatric patient, and the patient's family member. There are multiple injuries on the ground as well. Emergency crews are picking through the rubble near Roosevelt Boulevard and Cotman Avenue, a busy intersection surrounded by businesses and homes. It's 11 o'clock on your Friday. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jasmine Brooks. Video on social media all over tonight. Here is just some of what's coming into our station tonight, including this just moments after that deadly plane crashed. You can see firefighters on the ground, tape all around the scene as we're all blocked off now, and that shopping complex not too far away there in that picture. Dash cam video of the moment it explodes, hitting the ground at over 100 miles per hour, all caught on camera, and even more video coming of the aftermath. The ground on fire, cars, people just going to get some food at a drive-thru, and before you know it, they're capturing this scene right out of their driver's side window. Tonight, we are on the ground in Philadelphia with Maxine Rose. She is reporting at that busy intersection. Maxine, I know the governor was there tonight, the mayor has been talking, and you've been talking to people who have been there since 6:30.
Yeah, Jasmine, like you said, it's been really busy here. Needless to say, there's a lot of emergency response vehicles and police cars behind me here. But yes, we have spoken to some people around here who have been here, of course, since the crash happened at 6:30. They described it just as a total nightmare. They told me that they couldn't believe what they were seeing. They remember hearing the explosion and just watching as everything around them just started to, everything turned red. She says that she also has been staying around the area trying to help people who are looking for just someone to call on, someone to give them support. Obviously, this is a really, really difficult time for people in this area. Also, as you mentioned, of course, this area here is also residential. So not only are there businesses at the Roosevelt Mall, there's also many people who are living in these homes and had to be evacuated tonight. And also some people who said that they saw their neighbors' roofs catch fire. Actually, why don't we take a second to hear from one person that we spoke with who tells us about what they were seeing. It was one of their homes that was actually destroyed by this crash tonight.
The whole sky went red, and I heard a big crash. Next thing you know, my neighbor's house, the corner house, the roof caught on fire. It started off a little amber, then it started to spread into the second house, then it got to mine, and we had to evacuate, had to get the cat out the house. And now I'm just looking for the Red Cross. I can't really say, I'm blank right now. My mind is blank right now.
And he said there, my mind is blank right now. And that's how many people around here are feeling, just this total shock. They can't believe what they have just seen and how this has impacted so many people in this area. So, of course, we know that there are those 6 people who were on that plane, but it has impacted so many more people on the ground, so many injuries, cars that have been caught on fire, and of course also the community that's just reeling after now another plane crash here. Jasmine?
Maxine, I want to know if behind you, if you can kind of pan the camera around and show us what's around you right now. Yeah. Did you see anybody actually physically cleaning up or picking up debris when you've been there, now for a few hours?
Yeah, Jasmine. So it's pretty difficult, I'm going to be honest with you, to see much from where we're standing right now.
Right.
We are on Cottman Avenue and Roosevelt Boulevard, but we're about 5 blocks away from really where the crash site is. So what you're seeing right now is pretty much what we have been seeing, other than, you know, emergency response vehicles and police coming kind of in and out of there. Other than that, we haven't really seen anyone cleaning up any of the debris, but of course we know that it is around there. We've seen those videos, we've seen those photos, you know, and investigators are on the ground working on finding out exactly what happened here. We've seen some police officers even walk around, but at this point we haven't been able to speak with them, but we are staying updated on what is going on here by the second, just following those reports. Jasmine.
All right, Maxine, thank you so much. We'll see you later in the show. And one of the latest things that Mayor Sherelle Parker did was that there was a high school opening up for shelter for people that needed somewhere to go not too far away. The governor made his way to Philadelphia, offering condolences to the community as well. We heard from him.
As the mayor always says, one Philly, we are unified in our approach to deal with this emergency. And again, I'll just end by sharing my prayers, the prayers of my wife, Lori, our First Lady, and on behalf of 13 million Pennsylvanians, we are all here for Northeast Philly tonight in this very, very difficult moment.
Senator John Fetterman also chiming in on X tonight, saying he is in contact with the mayor and telling people to follow guidance from local officials. On Truth Social, President Donald Trump says in part, quote, "More innocent souls lost. Our people are totally engaged." I want to check now in with Chief Meteorologist Tom Russell. We saw Maxine soaking wet in Philadelphia. The conditions are wet right now. What about around 6 when this all happened?
Well, if you recall, very similar to what we had earlier tonight. We had that light rain, we had the foggy conditions. So I want to take you to the radar and then take you kind of back in time. So the radar is zoomed up right now on Philadelphia. That's what you see here. Here's Philly in the center of your screen. Let's zoom in and then take the radar back in time. So this is what they're seeing now as we go back in time to about 6:30. Notice they have that same light green indicating some very light rain. As far as the actual conditions, I've written those out for you. It was 49 degrees. Temperatures haven't changed much there tonight. Light rain and fog, low clouds and light winds. Now, not ideal conditions, certainly, but not unusual for flying. In that case, a pilot would use IFR, which is instrument flight rules. But this accident seemed to happen so quickly after takeoff. So we're not sure if weather did contribute. It was not great, but not unusual conditions. So, Jasmine, I'll send it back over to you.
Doorbell footage capturing the moment that medical transport jet with a child patient and 5 others on board crashed tonight in Northeast Philadelphia. The company that operates the jet says the child and their escort were Mexican nationals in the U.S. for care, headed to Tijuana, their final destination. We're bringing you more footage here. This is some video of the debris from that medical plane showing up on the street. And now a live look of the street. It is certainly busy at this hour, with crews still very much investigating, as we can't even get very close to the scene. This is, Maxine said, nearly 5 blocks away. And you can see all the police that far away. So imagine what it's like as you move even closer. Well, this is what it looked like closer. Several homes and vehicles on fire. The Philadelphia mayor, Sherelle Parker, says it is all hands on deck. Take a listen to a witness.
You just hear everybody say, "Get down, get down, get down." When everybody say get down, we all get down. But I just see the plane is getting lower and lower and lower. It nipped the house. When it nipped the house, it hit a couple cars. Boom! And to the plaza, and to the Dunkin' Donuts, everywhere. I've never seen nothing like that a day in my life.
Wow. You know, no names, of course, will be released until family is notified of these victims. But if you didn't know, this is the second crash involving the same company in the past 2 years. Jet Rescue Air Ambulance back on November 2nd of 2023. Another one of the company's planes went down in Mexico, killing 5 crew members. That crash also involved a Learjet.